up, we can comfortably look towards the ceiling. You can leave your legs in front of you, you can have your hands behind you, or some of you will just choose for a moment to bend the knees and cross at the ankles. Either way, just get comfortable. Now, what you're doing is tilting your head towards the ceiling, and we just want to see how far we can naturally let the head come up. And you're finding a spot, take like a measurement, so a spot that's either real or imaginary on your ceiling. I just want to make a mental note of how high that is. So let's go ahead, tilt the head back. Just notice where you can comfortably see that tiny little measurement there. It's easy in my home because a lot of the walls and the ceilings here are plaster, so there's some pressure cracks on this ceiling, so there's actually a real spot I can look at. Probably not the same for your place, but maybe if you're in a century home. Okay, let's go. So what we're going to do is a somatic movement that's going to help release those tight neck muscles, but we're going to use your feet to make that happen. Maybe I'll turn sideways again just so you can comfortably or easily see what I'm doing. It's kind of like what we were doing in that curl, point, and flex idea when we were on the back of the body. So let's bend the left knee. Place that foot on the floor. Your hands can come on top of the knee or underneath it. And then if you're comfortable seated like this, you might even drop that leg out to the side. I like to bend the knee, have the foot on the floor, and let the hands just kind of cup around it, just because it's comfortable to do it that way. Comfortable to sit. Shoulders drop down. Now curl the toes towards the bottom of your foot. Point the toes towards the floor, and then flex. And then shorten that right leg by about 2 inches or so. And if your mat's in the way, you might just practice on the normal carpet or normal floor. So curl the toes, point the toes, foot cramp, and then press into the heel, and then shorten the leg even more. Curl, point, flex, shorten your leg. Curl, point, flex. So now when you point, the foot might be right down flat onto the floor to touch. Shorten the leg a little more. So each time the leg kind of shimmies a little closer to you by 2 inches or something like that. So we curl and we point and we flex and then we shorten. Curl, point, flex. Shorter. Curl, point, flex. See the theme? It's the same thing repetitively. Curl, point, flex. Pull a little closer. Curl, point, flex. And you're probably getting as close as that leg is interested in coming towards you now. So now it's curl, point, and flex 2 inches at a time in movement when you're done, and let the leg grow longer. So curl and point and flex. 2 inches further ahead. Curl, point, flex, and then 2 inches. Keep it going. Three more. Okay. Relax that leg. Wiggle your toes around. Maybe shake the leg out just a little. And then just let yourself find that comfortable seated position again. And that might be both legs straight, or maybe you'll bend your knees again, crossing at the ankles. Shoulders are back and down. And then we're going to take your measurement again on the ceiling and just see what that did to the neck area. So let your head spill up. And you should notice, oh, there's a lot more freedom in the back of the neck there. That always amazes me how much further up you can comfortably see that you couldn't potentially see a moment ago. Hopefully you're noticing the same response from your body. If you didn't notice a big response, probably you will when we get to the other side. So let's bring your right knee in. I'm just going to stay facing all of you now. It looks better than talking to the wall and talk to people. Okay, so right knee is bent, foot is on the floor. Maybe that's just one option. That knee to the side is a second option if that's comfortable. You could even take the leg to the side fully, as long as you're comfortable to move. We'll be focusing on the left leg. So your choice. So I know my foot's off the camera, but we're just going to curl the toes to the bottom of the foot, point the toes, and then flex. And then shorten that left leg by about 2 inches. And curl, point, flex. and then shorten. So maybe I'll come back a little bit. I don't think it really matters because you know it's just curling and pointing and flexing and then shortening by 2 inches. And if you find your arms are in the way, maybe you'll release the arm that perhaps is in the way of your movement, or mats that can get in the way. And then when you get the foot as close as it's going to go, you're letting the leg move back out again, curl and point and flex. 2 inches, curl and point and flex. Then when the leg comes straight, just about 3 or 4 more curls and points and flexing. Then leave the leg alone. Give it a little rock, a shake, a gentle bounce. You might release both of your legs head forward or crisscrossing at the ankles, just finding a comfortable seat there. As we check back in a final time, and let's just see how high can we comfortably look towards the ceiling. Remember where you looked before, and then take your little measurement. And again, you might notice that has doubled your range of motion now. So why does that work? You activated the fascia along the back side of the body, which goes from your feet, wraps all the way up the back to the skull. It actually comes down the front of the body back to the feet as well. So when you work the feet, you're actually giving an adjustment to your neck area. Really great information to use, especially if you're feeling super tight in the neck or you've got limited range of motion.